Today our cruise ship arrived in Icy Point Strait in Hoonah, Alaska. It's April 2024. The weather is about 47 degrees and it was pretty awesome. Not too hot, not too cold. When we got off the ship, we got off here at like a little traditional cruise ship port. It had a nice fireplace here, so we just sat for a few minutes and just looked around to see what we wanted to do. Then we decided we would just ride the gondola just to see what the wilderness area looked like. So we took the gondola up the mountain, and here's a little video of that. I'm going to keep. There's the nature trail. There's a little bit more of the nature trail. Looks like crayons down there. There's a little suspension bridge. We won't be doing that. So we took the gondola back down to the bottom, and we walked around and we walked down the pier. We saw the statue of a whale. It was kind of interesting, but we didn't ever see any real whales. We were hoping to. There's some of the places like people, I love gardening, so they have these little tubs they were using for their garden. And here's looking out over the ocean, and we saw these kayakers on an excursion going by, which that was pretty awesome. Can you imagine being in a kayak and a whale come by? Mm, I don't know if that'd be scary or awesome, but either way, it would be something I don't think I could do right now. And then this is going into the cannery, the old museum. This is where they used to do the salmon canning. And you can go in, and now it's just like shops, and they have a few old things like boats and ships and some anchors and different things that you can look at in there. And so we just went through that, and then we continued to walk around. And then we decided we would just buy a ticket instead of going over to, instead of walking over to Hoonah, which was really only about a mile and a half. But we decided we would just get the a ticket. And then here's just a few things that we saw, like these huge sewing machines and this perfect red Jeep. And these are still in the cannery. This is what it looks like as you look down the hall in the cannery. I don't know what the purpose of this was. It's like a little library corner, but it was kind of cute. And then when we got down to Hoonah, they had a lot of totem poles and different things down there. And this is one of the places where they make the totem poles, but not our time of the year. But man, look at these canoes. Aren't these awesome? And then of course I had to take pictures of the dandelions. They were just blooming everywhere. And then here's one of the churches down in Hoonah. Another great totem pole. It was really interesting to walk around Hoonah and see, the people and the different things, because this is a little island, so it's not like they can just, run out and go to Walmart or whatever. So what they have is what they get there. And it's pretty interesting how they have their little homes decorated, and they have the different little gardening things outside. They grow their little lettuce and all. And then we went to a beer place, which actually is owned by Icy Strait Point, so it's more of a tourist thing than a from people that live there. But we tried one of the beers and it was pretty good. It was called the Red Ale. They make it right there on the premises, so that's one reason that we stopped in. And plus, it's at the stop. It was at the stop for going back over to Icy Strait Point where the ship was parked. I just love the colors in towns like that with the mountains in behind. This is some of just very interesting architecture there. And there's some more little flowers. I love flowers. And there's a dog. He's enjoying his little nap. This is one of the churches that's up on the hill. It was very cute. Don't you love the boat? The wood texture, I mean, the wood was just fabulous on it. The age on it, but of course it wasn't in the water or anything. And then when we got back over to Icy Point Strait, we got one of the specialties, which was the Bloody Mary the Krabby Bloody Mary. We enjoyed it. Man, it had a pile of crabs on it. It had crab and shrimp, and let's see, celery, olives, um, a quarter of a dill pickle. It was like a meal in a little glass. It was really scrumptious. So we sat there and we enjoyed that. And we called that our lunch while we waited. And then here's just a little bit of more of the outside of the buildings at Icy Point Strait. And of course, there's another tree. I saw an eagle as we were walking down. He was up in the tree, just sitting there posing for us. This was very interesting to me, but I don't know what kind of flower, but they were like popped up everywhere. And isn't that a beautiful little picture? So as we walked down, and that was the end of our little trip. So that was Icy Point Strait in Hoonah, Alaska. Thanks.